What's cracking, YouTube? Got another video 2 days in a row. Must be a lucky day, or I might just not have shit to do with my life. I'm actually over here at Denver International Airport. My flight got delayed because of a storm for a flight that's coming in from Indiana. The flight leaving Indiana was experiencing a snowstorm, so they had trouble getting out on time. So here I am at the airport an hour early with nothing to do, so I might as well make another video and let us talk more about Wealth Magick. Ritual number 5. What do we got here? As far as the fifth working is concerned, we have changes in competition. This is an interesting one, you know. As far as changes in competition go, we have sorry about that. Didn't want you guys to have to hear that. I will pause every time that happens, so forgive any interruptions that happen. So, changes in competition. This is an interesting one. I don't want to talk too much about this ritual because it involves some things about competition that I don't want to disclose. And when I say competition, I mean competition in many different ways. I will have to not disclose any of that because I do consider them trade secrets. But let's just say this ritual is pretty interesting. The power that it has is freaking phenomenal. You know, it's like it involves the power of a bunch of spirits. A lot of the ones that we've already called in the first working. The reason I know that is because, for one, it tells you. For two, some of the callings that you actually do are the same, right? And for instance, Sina Misas, that line, right? And I know for a fact, I have actually researched this before, those particular spirits. So some of the spirits that we've actually called on are for, anyhow, so these spirits, the ones we call on, Lito, Izer, and they are also the Sina Misas Tanaim, those are actually directly taken out of the Black Bullet, which is a book, a grimoire, so to speak, of an experience from back in the day. Don't think it was more than 300 years ago, and I think it was somewhere between 75 to 150. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for 100% fact, but it's an older book, and it's actually not a resource guide. It's actually somebody's personal experience. He was discussing that he called these words, Sina, Misas, and then a few other words, and what happened was he would say these words and the spirit would respond in kind with a certain word, and it doesn't say any of that in here, and it doesn't go into exactly what you're supposed to feel or who you're making contact with. It doesn't say any of that because this is Damon Brand. He does practical magic. He teaches practical magic, and what you don't need to know, he just straight up omits from his literature. So in any case, this working, it's not low-key by any means. It actually stimulates a lot as far as perspective. It stimulates change, a lot of change actually. And I say it's not low-key because it's slightly disruptive. It's slightly disruptive in the sense that it makes you aware of what is in your way. It makes you aware of who is in your way and how and what you can do to go about taking them down. Kind of evil, huh? Maybe. That's free market economy. Free market economy is beautiful because it is in a truly free market economy. You know, it's free market economies and capitalism is very conducive for businesses and for people who decide that they have the power and they have what it takes to go to the next level, and we're not trying to live a mediocre life. With that comes competition. With that comes a playing field. Not gonna lie, this playing field that I'm in multiple different arenas is actually quite fun. I am seeing the beauty in the value that the competition is providing to the world, and being able to look at it for what it is without emotional attachment or financial attachment to it, and you know, just see it for what it is. But like at the end of the day, businesses go about business in order to make money, and if something is stopping that business from making money, well, well, what are you going to do about it? You don't have to take down the competition. Maybe that was a little harsh, but you know, there's certain things that a business has to do in order to be able to further expand its reach. And it's been very enlightening. This experience of Wealth Magick in ritual number 5, changes in competition, it's been very enlightening because I've been seeing a lot of opportunities, places in business and places otherwise where I never even contemplated or even considered certain things. Ideas that came fresh out of nowhere, so it seems, fresh out of nowhere. And I'm able to take these ideas and run with them for the long-term benefit of me and my groups. Weird, huh? Where is this information coming from? I don't know. I'm accessing it through this 5th working, changes in competition. I'm finding I'm very energized these days while doing this working. I feel like I'm making a very clean, crisp contact. I remember during the 2nd working. I remember when I was doing the 2nd working, it was extremely disruptive in the sense that not only was my life changing a lot because of the working Wealth Magick, I was tired all the time. I was extremely tired and exhausted, and it was hard to do things because I think it takes a lot of energy to shift from one lifeline to another. And that is what's required in the 2nd working, but the 5th working is not like that. It's more of like insight. It's all up here. So there's not as much physical change happening, thereby causing exhaustion. There is a lot of mental change occurring and a lot of stuff happening in the mental and, I guess, emotional plane. So with that being the case, it seems like it's a lightweight working, but it's not low-key because you're like actually accessing these spirits. So what else do we have? I think, you know, I've actually tried to look and see which spirits, which pantheons or whatever of spirits we're actually accessing, and I don't really have any conclusive evidence or any conclusive findings as to which sects or which pantheons or religions or spiritual paths that these spirits came from. There's no real conclusion. The 2nd working, in the research that I did, I kind of feel like my research led me to, not 2nd working, I'm sorry, the 1st working. It led me to believe that the spirit being called, the research that I've done has led me to believe that the spirit that we're contacting in the 1st working is actually Leviathan. Believe it or not. I know it's weird, and he's not named at all in the book. And actually, speaking of which, in working number 7 with Clownic, I actually have a clear indication that the overseer of that ritual is Lucifer, and I'll expand on that in the actual video when it comes time to the 7th working, the demon working. As far as that, man, like changes in competitions, I feel like I wasn't able to get that much information out to you in this video because a lot of it. And I feel like I wasn't even really able to get that much into this video because I'm here at the airport and, you know, like, got this sound all over the place and I can't really get what's on my mind because this working, the nature of this working is such that it involves trade secrets. So anyway, guys, I hope you got something out of this video. I really do. I know that I wasn't able to really say much information, but I kind of hinted at a few things here and there. Man, these airport people are very vocal today. Anyway, I'm about to head out. I'm about to go chill and do some reading. Check out the Denver International Airport. You know, I'm actually only half a mile away from the FEMA camp, the FEMA concentration camp that they have here at the DIA, the Denver International Airport. Just kidding, that's a conspiracy theory. Or is it? Not my place. Anyway, guys, peace out.